Hello and welcome back. Back in December last year, we tried our first berry wine, as well as the first wine we made from fruit and not juice. For this endeavor, we used the fermentation bucket, which is much bigger. It does the same trick as the bottles, as the lid has a cork for an airlock as well, but the wider opening makes it much easier to work with whole fruits. For the wine, we have used 750 grams of blueberries and 1.8 kilos of blackberries, both frozen. Of course, you should not put frozen berries with the yeast because of the temperature drop, it will slow down the fermentation immensely. It is much better to let the berries defrost naturally. After the berries are defrosted, we put them with around 7.5 liters of water in the fermentation bucket. We wanted our starting gravity to be about 1.100, but when using whole fruit, you need to take into consideration that the berries have natural sugars in them, and during the fermentation it is released. We added 2 kilograms of sugar and reached a gravity of 1.104 from that sugar alone. Of course, the gravity would be slightly higher because of the sugars inside the fruit, as already mentioned. We took the berries out after 19 days. Later on, after almost 2 months, in February, we took our first reading. The results were quite intriguing. The gravity dropped all the way down to 0.990. At this moment, it was one of the driest wines we have ever made. We racked it and let it rest another 2 weeks to let any remaining yeast to settle in the bottom. At the end of February, we did an initial tasting, which revealed the dryness of this wine was a bit too intense, so we decided to back sweeten and pasteurize afterwards before we bottle. We agreed to go up 10 gravity points. Therefore, we added 450 grams of sugar to the batch. The calculations we have made are very straightforward, and we will make a video in the future explaining how we do it. After we stirred the sugar in, we tried again and found the taste vastly improved. Therefore, time to pasteurize. Adding sugar itself may restart the fermentation process, which of course you don't want happening, and pasteurizing prevents that from happening. As you can see, we use a rather unconventional method. This device, you can see, is used for heating up liquids like mulled wine, but it also works just as well for pasteurizing. Thanks to the control knob on this side, we can set the device precisely to the temperature needed. To kill absolutely all the yeast, you should go up to 60 degrees Celsius for roughly 20 minutes. Of course, by doing it this way, we understand that some of the alcohol will evaporate, but as a homebrewers, it is not the exact amount of alcohol we are aiming for, but for the great taste instead. The process will take some time. Not only the heating, but the wine also needs to cool down to room temperature before we bottle it. After a few hours, the temperature did finally drop. We used our racking wand with the valve at the end to bottle the wine, which makes the process easier done without making a mess. We got 12 half-liter bottles, one smaller bottle of 0.35 liters, and another 0.75 liter bottle out of it. Let's see how long they will last. The wine already tastes amazing, and I could drink it as we speak, but we'll make sure to keep at least one and do another tasting videos in around 6 months. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you the next time.